Yeah, bro. I woke up this morning and I saw the news of Marcus Fakana. Is that his name? Is that how you
Yeah,
say his name?
Marcus Fakana. That's how I would pronounce it. Yeah,
Everyone, yeah, and everyone, a lot of people are familiar with this guy because obviously of the story from the Dubai. Um, he had consensual, he had consensual
Relation.
with some girl.
Yeah.
Huh? Sorry, say that again.
No, I thought you were looking for the word, and I said relations, but then you said it.
Yeah. So he had consensual with the girl. Long story short, he was detained for that, even though like it was an injustice because, like I said, it was consensual. The girl was fine with it, but obviously his mom, it was the girl's mom. We found out later it was the girl's mom who made her go to the police and things like that. But that was a big news, and he was detained. I don't know if he served the whole year in a Dubai jail, but he came back to England after some time, and obviously, um, but the news came out this morning that the same guy, he's only been back for what, a few months?
3 months. They said 3 months.
3 months that he's died.
Mm.
And bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like I saw this first thing in the morning when I started scrolling through social media, bro. It hit me differently. I'm not gonna lie, it hit me differently. This is. I don't even know the guy, but bro, that's just life is just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And my wife was saying, you know what? Maybe you should have stayed in the jail, or if he had stayed in the jail longer and all them things there, then maybe he wouldn't have died. But
No,
I think sometimes when God just when it's your time, it's your time. When God's calling you.
That's it. I agree with that. We just don't know when our time is, bro. Any of us, any time, any moment. Do you know what I mean? You know. But yeah, he was pardoned by the sheikh, some royalty in Dubai. He was pardoned by him. That's how he came out early, and obviously he had been here for 3 months. And they're very vague with the news. They're not saying why he was with this friend and why the friend chose not to stop. Because apparently it was a suspicious vehicle, so they wanted to do a search of the vehicle because they found a vehicle suspicious, and a vehicle of interest. They're calling it a vehicle of interest is what they're calling it. That's the term they're using. And the guy just didn't stop. He just kept speeding. They chased and eventually he crashed into what looks like, if I just scroll here, it looks like some kind of, you know, those vehicles for like movies when they're the movie sets.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
It could be for horses.
Basically a HGV.
Yeah, it could be for horses.
Heavy
Could be
goods
anything.
vehicle.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And but you know the ones that have windows, usually they're for like, you know, trailers and stuff like that. And if I'm not mistaken, you know, as you can see, this one's got windows, so that's the vehicle there.
And the crazy thing about all of this as well is that the driver who was doing this reckless driving, he survived, and the boy didn't.
That's reality, bro. That's reality. I mean, look at God rest Cadet Soul. Cadet, you know, remember that rapper Cadet?
Yeah, of course. Crep's cousin.
Yeah, the taxi driver survived, but Cadet didn't.
A 28-year-old British rapper has died in a car accident on his way to a gig. Cadet, whose real name was Blaine Cameron Johnson, was in a taxi heading to a performance at Keele Students' Union in Staffordshire when he was killed. 2 drivers were taken to hospital with serious injuries.
Life is crazy like that sometimes, bro, you know. It's crazy like that, you know. But who knows what time the driver might get, you know. Who knows why he was not stopping. It could be a reason. He could do time for that, or he could just do time for manslaughter or reckless endangerment.
Yeah, reckless driving and endangerment of life.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's sad, man. I mean, look, to touch on, you know, Marcus's situation without even talking about the driver, I know a lot of people know this news already, but what hurts me the most is the guy's life was like messed up for a relation that he had with a female, which was consensual. The mother saw the interaction between him and her when they came back to the UK, called Dubai while he was still out of his family, and they arrested him while he was still out there with his family. But the woman's wicked. Like, she must have gone up online, saw the law, and thought, oh yeah, if over there, sex with someone who's under 18, you can do prison time for that. But he was 18, she was 17. You know, so it's not as if like he was a predator or anything. This was consensual between the two of them. Do you know what I mean? And that's a wicked woman, bro. That's a wicked woman. You should be teaching your daughter not to do those things. Don't blame other people, because you know, me personally, look, I hate to bring race into it, but basically the word has come out, and I'm gonna say it. this is what I mean about certain minorities, yeah. They just don't like black people, bruv. The mother, it was an Asian family. I'm just going to say it, right? It was an Asian family. I'm not saying all Asians, but there is some tension between Asians and black people. There's always has been, always will be. She must have just seen, this black boy had sex with my daughter. I'm going to get him. It just angered her because he was a black boy. Messed up the boy's life. He's come back to the UK. Who knows? He's probably even given up on life. We don't know what pushed him to be in that vehicle with someone who would evade the police. I'm not trying to say he wasn't at fault or he was innocent or he was guilty. I'm not trying to say none of that. But bro, me personally, that still angers me. The time he done Dubai, that still angers me. You know, even though they pardoned him, big up for pardoning him and letting him come back to have his freedom and that. But from the way I look, I hate to sound, speculate, but it sounds like he couldn't get back on his feet, bro. It was difficult for him to get back on his feet. That's what it sounds like to me.
I personally wouldn't want to speculate because like we don't know what's going on, and like we have friends sometimes, and sometimes our friends we don't know what they're gonna do until they do it, and a lot of our friends can be our downfalls. We don't know if he knew his friend was up to no good, or even we don't even know. He might have been trying to stop his friend while he was running from the police and stuff. And bro, stop this and all that. We don't know anything. We just know he was in a car that was being chased by police, and obviously came to a tragic end and stuff. But but it's so sad. I feel so bad for this guy, for this boy, man, because he was just he went on a holiday with his mum.
Yeah, but not his mum.
Caught up in this madness. Yeah. Came home. He got caught up in this madness. Another madness. Cost him his life.
Jeez, boy. But you know what?
And none of these things. All right, he had with the girl. Like I said, that was consensual. It was the mum that went and did what she did. It wasn't the girl that went and called the police. Yeah. So none of these things, like, you can say it was his fault, but it wasn't really his fault.
You know what it is, bro? He's a young man at that age. Many grown men today can say at some point in their youth they've done certain things, but fortunately, it wasn't their demise. It didn't lead to their demise.
You know what? It's mad because see, like when we all look at death and stuff, yeah. Death don't choose. You could be young, you could be old, you could be fat, you could be slim, you could be ill, you could be healthy. It don't matter. Death, it don't matter. We still get shocked by death.
Yeah.
And we should be shocked by it, but I don't know.
I think I know what you're trying to say. We've been on this planet for billions of years and we're still shocked by something that we're so familiar with. But unfortunately...
And bro, see this flesh of ours, yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, you can look at most animals on this planet, yeah? Like, bro, our flesh is weak, bro.
Yeah.
It's mad weak, bro. It's easy for man to it's easy for us to be killed, bro. A human can kill another human with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So just imagine what all the other objects, instruments, animals, or whatever can do to you. When you're in a car, people don't realize a car is actually a weapon, bro. When I see people, bro, on my roads where I live on a cul-de-sac here. When I see people driving up and down sometimes, I've gotten madness with people and them things there.
They're speeding.
I'm not having it. When people are speeding up and down the road and stuff, I know my child might be playing in the road and stuff. You know them ones there, bro. Cars are weapons, bro. They're weapons.
Yeah.
But people just use them willy-nilly because when they got their seatbelt, everyone gets behind their wheels in their cars because their seatbelt on and in this little box, they feel invincible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, you're in a death machine.
Yeah. And to be honest, I would love to know why his friend didn't stop for the police, because I know most people don't stop for the police. There must be a serious reason. Because I don't know where, in the UK, I don't know where you're planning to go, especially in London with cameras everywhere. I don't know where you're planning to go when you're not stopping for the police, bro. Do you understand? And for it to lead to this, it's tragic, bro. But the more news will come out, and we'll get, some more facts rather than speculating. But just based on speculation, I'm more sad at the fact that he did his time for something which happened on holiday, which was consensual, and he comes back, and unfortunately, this happens. But more news will come out soon, and we'll know exactly what was the reason why this person chose to speed off, because it makes no sense. Now his friend is gone. You know what I'm trying to say? He's probably going to end up in prison. Those are two parents that are now going to have to see their children no longer come home. Do you know what I mean? It's mad, bro. It's mad. Yeah,
but I'm not going to lie. When I saw the story, because like I said, when I first heard the news about how he got detained in Dubai and stuff and what it was for, I was like, I was so like dumbfounded. I couldn't believe that he had to go through this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then he came home, and then, yeah, bro, that was his calling, bro.
Yeah. Me
I
personally,
don't even got no, bro. I don't even know. But rest.
God rest his soul.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll
Rest
always
in
stand
peace
on
to
the
him.
fact, I'll always stand 10 toes down on the fact that the mother of the girl was a waste woman, bro. I'm sorry, she's an absolute waste woman. Do you know what I mean? I know how certain Asians look at black people, bro. I know how some of them look at black people, and I know she's one of them. She definitely she's in communication with a black boy, saw they had sex, and she got angry, and out of spite, your precious girl was getting banged by a black boy.
I hear that. That was spiteful, but that wasn't the cause of his death. So I don't really want to care about her.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
bruv, at the cause of his death, we've talked on it. I'm talking about the Dubai situation. That angered me from back then. That happened January this year. That angered me.
Of course, that angered me as well.
Yeah, that angered me because I know how some of them stay, bro. Rather than talk to your daughter, and she doesn't want to admit the fact that her daughter also has flaws and her daughter's out there sleeping around. So it has to be the black boy was a predator. I know how some of them think, bro, and I'm just keeping it funky.
I don't have been in the same situation if it had been a white boy would have happened.
Of course. If a white boy should have said to her, oh, you shouldn't do this, should have been angry with her, should have taken it out on her. And I'm sure she probably did take it on her because they disciplined their children. But the fact that it was a black boy.
Everyone looks at. Everyone looks at black people.
Of course, bro. Of course. The elephant is in the room. A lot of people are thinking how I think because it's common sense. It's common sense, bro. Some people, some cultures, they think their daughters are not out here doing things that they shouldn't be doing. They want to blame other people all the time. Oh, those black boys you hang around with. Oh, those black friends that you have. Da, 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 da. Do you understand? So that's what I think caused this.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Of course. And that's the reason.
Rest in peace to this boy.
Rest in peace to him, bro.
Condolences, and you know what I'm saying, my heart goes out to his mum.
His family. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Yeah, but guys.
But we can't take nothing for granted in this life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you mean, yeah. I take life seriously, bro. In terms of like one, I'm not scared to die because, bro, I've got loads of loved ones that's dead and everything there. So it's not even that. You know what I'm saying? My man's used to death. And secondly, just, bro, people are not grateful for the second, the minute, the hour, the now, the present.
You know what?
People are thinking way ahead. And sometimes you're thinking about going to the shops and you ain't even made it out the door. You probably might not even make it up the road and things. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So,
I agree with everything you said,
yeah, thanks.
I agree with everything you said, but I think with this young man, his situation, if more information comes out, he has a bad choice in friends, and he's involved in certain things he shouldn't be involved in, right? So based on speculation that we're talking on now, I'm gonna have the facts. Let's say, for instance, you said earlier on the phone to me. Let me finish. You said earlier on the phone to me that his friend could have offered him a lift. And it's happened to me before. I've had a friend offer me a lift and something happened. I'm like, what the hell am I doing in this car? It's happened to me before, but fortunately for me, sorry, I keep saying unfortunately, fortunate for me, it wasn't speeding. It wasn't, going over speed limit and I end up dying, but it was something that was a close call. Do you know what I mean? Now,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everyone just has different conundrums and them things there. You could, bro, sometimes when we're young, bro, we don't know what, like you could be I don't want to talk about some things. You could be in a car with a friend, yeah, and I don't know, people are chasing him down, ops and all that, man running down the car with and trying to get into the car and all that, and you just become a victim of being with this person and all them things there. Do you know what I'm saying? So you don't always know what your friends get up to and them things there. So I wouldn't personally blame it on
no, I'm not blaming him. No.
We know ourselves. We spoke about this about certain friends, yeah. We know when you're young, you're not the best decision maker when it comes to friends and things.
And that's what I said. So, I'm not blaming him whatsoever. I'm just saying we don't know. More information will come out. For he could be active, or he could be a bystander. I'm trying to say he could be a civilian that got caught in some madness with friends that are heavily involved in certain things. We don't know.
Wasn't he like a uni student? Wasn't he doing something in uni?
I don't know much about his story. I really don't know much about his story, but I
think he's like a uni student from what I remember, bro. I think he's like a uni law student, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's up to that, bro. From what I remember about him, yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure he was like a uni student. I don't think he's on that, blood.
Anyway, you know what? It's just like what you said on the phone earlier when we were talking. It's one of them situations where it's like, I made reference to like certain movies where the ending just isn't what we want it to be, but it's just the reality, and this is one of those situations. God rest his soul. God bless his family. Hope they find strength. Hope they do what they need to do to give him a good send off. And I hope more information comes out that puts all this to rest, put this all to bed. You know what I mean? Because this is one of them ones where a lot of people who don't like black people are going to speculate now and say, "Oh yeah, you see," and those who are open-minded like us and want to see what more information comes out, understand that sometimes these things can happen to anybody. Anybody can be tarnished with that brush. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I still stand 10 toes down when I say that girl's mum's a waste woman. It's a waste woman. But anyway, listen, let us know what you guys think. Leave your comments. Keep it 100% real. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and press the notification button to be up to date with everything that we post in the future. And yeah, bro, this one of those ones where it's like, I'm not gonna lie, my heart feels a little bit, you know what I mean?
Heavy.
Yeah, but peace, beloved. Peace, beloved.
Peace, beloved. Peace, peace.